Hey guys, we're back. We're just doing a quick Project F update because we haven't done one in forever. We've been too preoccupied with Tristan's Bonneville, and the actual last part we did was when we were bringing the Bonneville off the trailer that I got it towed here.
Yeah.
So we just wanted
the last update?
Yeah, so the last part, like part 16 or wherever it was. So we just have a little update for Project F. We are planning on actually doing some work next weekend once it's not raining. It's raining right now. We need to, I'd say the next thing we're probably going to do is put in the fuel pump. We can also continue just running the methanol. And then we got some more stuff to do, the battery and everything. We also thought it'll be a good idea, maybe bring vents over, all four of us, Isaiah as well. Move this and try just like seeing how it fits in here with the intake, see how much of the firewall we'll need to bash out. One thing that I don't think we showed is the return line for this. Basically, it came not right. So you can see here, this is the fuel inlet. See how there's a hole in there? This one doesn't. So we literally had to get it under there for the nylon bit to bite on there. We just had to basically pull it on and manually get it on there. So we might end up replacing this with one that actually has the window in there. This just wasn't manufactured all the way. It's weird. But we got it on there. The fuel's all good. We do need to remove the supercharger and plug up those coolant holes.
In the manifold.
Yeah, because we can see here, this is Tristan's Bonneville's intercooler. There are coolant passages. Does it show it on here? Yeah, right there. It does. Right there. So it's blocked off here as well as on his supercharger. The coolant lines are blocked off.
Yeah, it makes a big mess if you don't do that.
Yeah.
It makes a huge mess, and it's just not really, it's not worth it.
We also talked to some people. There's also the Australian case and elbow.
Oh, yeah.
I never got a reply. I think he was looking into it, but we had a subscriber reach out to us, and he's from Australia. He's offering that. We actually had quite a few people ask us if we were interested, but I haven't had anyone offer us the actual M90 case because it is a bit different, because this one comes out a bit straight. Theirs does have more angle to it.
Well, let's clear this up right now. We would be interested in an Australian M90 with a bend, with the bend with it. We would not be interested in one or the other, because we need both of them.
Yeah.
And here we've looked into getting them. They are impossible to get. So
they're just not in America.
And we can't buy them. Anywhere I go to, except eBay, you cannot get them in the States. So, I mean, we would be interested completely, but we're going to go ahead and continue with what we're doing already because we don't have one of those, and we're not going to expect that we're going to get one.
That'd be awesome, though, if we could get an Australian supercharger.
If a fan wants to give us one, I will be perfectly happy paying the shipping for sure, as that would help us. But we need both pieces.
It doesn't even need to be a Gen 5, Gen 3 supercharger, whatever they come.
Gen 3. But yeah, so if any fan has that and is willing to let it go, for sure, hit us up. But if not, don't ask.
Yeah.
Like people keep asking if that's what we're going to do or we should do that. Well, we know why we're not doing it because we don't have one and we can't get one.
Yeah, if we were to get one, I think it might make it a bit easier. I'm not sure how they work with their thermostats. I've never seen the intake manifold from a Australian one, but if it's angled a bit more, I'm not sure how it works.
It is pretty covered up.
We're still
it's hard to get to.
We're still gonna.
I've only seen it in one picture.
Yeah, we're still gonna buy a 16AN and see if we can make that fit on here instead of a thermostat.
I'm gonna take some measurements. A lot of them are measured in diameter between the bolt holes. So I'm gonna take a measure of that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we have we're also gonna do some more research. We're gonna update the spreadsheet with some more stuff that we might need for this. I found the cable that actually broke off from the starter. We need to solder that back on. We have the whole harness to really put back together. There's a lot that needs to be done with that.
As an update, we got the, not the flex plate, but...
Oh yeah, the flywheel.
We got that machine.
So a lot of people were telling us, or at least one person was telling us, that we need to take into consideration the flywheel and the rotational mass, because these are two different rotating assemblies that we're swapping out. The flywheel came from the Camaro engine like that. That's actually the Camaro's original engine. And it's a L36.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's a 9.5 5-1 or is it 9-0-1?
I think it is. I think it's a 9.1.
Either way, the internals are a bit different, so they're balanced differently than the L67, which is different bore and stroke. Or I guess not even that, just like different. It's just got a little bit different internals. But anyways, we took the flex plate off of the Bonneville since it blew up, so we need to take it off anyways. Brought it to machine shop and got the flywheel balanced to it similarly. So it's same
they
balance.
should have the same balance. And they did that by, on some of the meat on the plate, they drilled out holes, which you can barely see. Just 3, holes on one side to balance it the same. And so that's what they did. That's done. They didn't machine it, though. I had to take it to a different transmission shop, or a transmission shop to machine it. But that's ready to go, which means that the transmission is ready to permanently mate to the engine, which is cool.
We also, we do need to, not yet, we do need to get the new slave cylinder for it.
Oh, that's right.
Or at least a line, because the one we had, I don't know where it ended up. It was somewhere over here. The fittings ended up breaking off. I don't know why.
I forgot about that. We'll have to add that.
Yeah, so we'll update that. I think it's actually already in the spreadsheet, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we need that. So, again, our next steps, we're probably next weekend going to start on the fuel door. Basically what we'll do is we'll remove the seats, remove the carpet, and find out where the fuel door is. A lot of people cut it into it, and then gives us easy access to it. And I purchased and installed clutcher, I got that.
One more thing off the list.
Honestly, we could probably update this. Like, fuel pump cutout, that's what we're talking about. Fabricate intake. We don't have that all yet. Install sensors. Sensors are kind of in there.
And that's like a last thing that we need to put the engine in before we do that in the exhaust.
Yep. Coolant elbows,
we'll figure this out. We still need to do that. We need to get that. That's in time.
We did the coolant elbows.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
We got that done, right? With this aluminum coolant elbow?
Did.
And the manifold's not coming off. The supercharger needs to come off, but that's fine.
Yep.
Thermostat housing.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna steal the oil that we have here, and I'm gonna change the oil of my supercharger that goes on the Bonnie, so I'll have to buy more. Just remind me. We're still figuring out the thermostat housing. We're gonna make a battery relocation. Plugs.
Relocate the power steering. We need to buy that. New lines. Clean up wiring. Honestly, install radiator. Power wash. Engine bay. We definitely need that. Vacuum lines, buy spark plugs. We already got the spark plugs, didn't we?
I think we did this.
EGR delete. Yeah, we did. I did put the plates on. We have our EGR delete right there. And on the back of it, I think I showed that. They're just mild steel plates that we cut and drilled and put bolt holes in.
Yeah, in fact, I think I'm just going to take them off and then RTV them.
I already did RTV them.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all done.
Well, hell yeah.
All right.
Hey, it looks ugly as fuck, but we don't need it to look pretty.
You know, honestly...
We might want to actually, like...
Yeah, that could hurt us if we're trying to reach for something.
But besides that, perfect.
Yep.
You got the one on the other side of that, too?
Yeah.
Cool.
We also need to, I think we need a couple more exhaust bolts. There's one missing there, and then on the other side.
For sure.
We haven't torqued them down yet, just kind of got the exhaust on. Oil pan's all good. Oil pump's good. I mean, the oil pickup tube's good. What you doing there, rolling?
I'm going to fill the spark plug holes so random debris doesn't get in the engine.
We did remove some of the spark plugs to put in here for when we painted this engine. So cut out exhaust. So I'm not sure if we've talked about what we want to do with the exhaust. So let me bring it over here. So the headers come off. They actually connect over to the passenger side of the car and they come back. So right here, once it's coming out the side, I talked about with Tristan getting the muffler that he wants, and then just doing a side exit. So it'd be, the exhaust would probably come out right over here. Maybe like two exhaust tips coming out the side.
Yeah, I think like right behind the passenger door.
Yeah. I
think would be perfect. And I didn't think about that before Davis had mentioned it, and I think that would be a great idea.
And also at PIR, the passenger side faces Vancouver.
All right. So coming out like right here would be awesome.
That's the way that they tell you to point your exhaust if it's going to be too loud. So,
which I don't think this will with that muffler, but I don't know.
It could be. I mean, the supercharger will probably make it louder, and the I don't know, exhaust's probably going to be pretty loud, especially one muffler, no cats or anything.
Yeah, it could be.
But I think that'll flow pretty well. Also, if you guys know of any long tube headers, like link them. But these were the only headers I even know they make for this car, for the 3800. I don't know. I haven't seen any long tubes. I've heard some people tell me to look into them, but
I actually found a pair online, and I'm not really sure about them. I forget what brand they are. I think I might have sent them to you.
I have no idea.
I don't think they're like legit.
Another thing that we could do, I'm not sure if we want to mess with the adapter plate we made, but it would be a good idea to do what like Jeremy does and flare this so it doesn't pop off. It is going to be sucking it, so I don't know if it's going to be able to fall off easily. You know what I'm talking about, the inlet, just flare.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that's a good idea.
Might as well.
Because we might as well.
So, also, an update, like, our original plan was to get the Bonneville out of the driveway and fixed before we turn our attention back to the Camaro. We've had a lot of holdups with that in a lot of different aspects, especially with everything going on in the world, so it's really put us back a bit. We were originally planning on having the Bonneville done, like, at the end of March.
Yeah.
Or maybe into April, and then we can start working on the Camaro and have it done by June. But, that timeline...
Our beach trip was March 20... No, it was March 19th, I think. And we were thinking we were going to have it done before then, but then the input shaft happened, and then everything else happened, so...
Yeah, we've had a lot of holdups with it.
Just a lot of snags due to this transmission in general.
I mean, if we can get the Bonneville stuff, like, everything back within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we can start on it. I'd say take 2 weeks after that to get it, like, the engine and transmission in there. And
we're almost there.
Then we could start working on the Camaro again. But where does that put us time-wise? I mean, into May?
Yeah.
May or June, even.
Hope not June. I want to get this car done.
Our goal was to get this at the track, or at least run in my, like, 1 year Instagram post. I was just like, our plan for 2021 is to have ran the Camaro at the track. The track isn't even open.
Hey, yeah, that's right, too.
Portland International Raceway isn't even open. They're drag racing until May 8th. And we'd probably go the 16th the next week after that because that's the opener. And then things end in October. So we still have quite a bit of several months, but we really just need to get the input shaft and get the Bonneville out of here before we can continue with Project F. But once we have Project F done, once we have the Bonneville done, we'll have not much more to do Project F. I mean, the engine's all built. We already have it on the frame. Transmission's ready to pretty much go in. We just need to buy like a couple tiny things and then finish up with like the intake and figuring out that fabrication.
Yeah, once we get
stuff.
Once we get the thermostat and the intake done, I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle for this build. And then the wiring, there's a lot of wiring to be done, but that's simple, and I think that's not going to take that long. I think that getting this whole done is going to be the biggest struggle.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we can do is, we couldn't do it with that, but we can buy the same diameter piping we have. And what we could just buy a 90.
Yeah.
We could just buy a 90 for this, and then cut it to fit here.
Yeah.
And then bend, and then that'll be... Yeah.
So...
Then we could silicone coupler the other side of it.
Yeah.
And then use another pipe.
Definitely.
Cut it, and then silicone coupler it to the...
Throttle body would be around over here.
We could... what we'll do is we'll weld the other plate to the...
Yeah. We still need to make another plate, so we need Austin's help with that again.
We don't need to make another plate. We have a plate. We have plates.
Yeah, but we would need the lip welded on.
Oh yeah.
Or no, we wouldn't, because the throttle body will actually just bolt to it.
Oh yeah. Because
So
it'll be that adapter, and then the throttle body adapter, and then the throttle body.
It'll be fine.
It will be fine. Yeah.
We need to figure out to fabricate the throttle linkage unless they already has tabs on there.
It does.
Okay, so that'll be easy. So we don't need to fabricate the throttle
it comes
cable.
with a little holder for
That's
it and
good.
bolts.
Yeah, we did have to cut one line when we were moving this, but I have photos of that. And we also have video of when we were moving this back last, like, June or whenever it was.
Well, that reminds me, I hope the throttle cable is the same as what is supposed to be used for that throttle body.
Yeah, and then get the starter fixed. We might even just buy a new starter if we need to, because it did kind of break off right at where it enters, I think. I'm not sure. And, yeah, I mean, this is kind of our update. We don't got any, like, progress work on it right now, but we needed to make an update because people have been asking. that's going to go ahead and end off the video for you guys. The camera actually died, so we lost the end of that clip. But in essence, what we were saying is we just needed to get an update video out. It's been a while since we've done anything, with the Project F series, and just want to let you know we're still planning on finishing it. There's a couple of things that we need to wrap up first before we're able to continue with it. But hopefully, very soon we'll be able to return our attention to it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you next time.